Hey Virgo, it's Tuesday. Okay, your very first card. How are you guys? This is general. We're going to dive right in. Your very first card that flew out during pre-shuffle was Six of Emotions. So that is thinking about the past. Sometimes that's our return card. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Also feeling the Sun card, so that's Aquarius. Okay, Nine of Emotions. So something incoming, probably unexpected. Is this something you have been manifesting, Seven of Materials, or waiting for? Something big. These are like total opposites here. I hope you guys don't wait. Don't ever wait for somebody to return, because it just puts you in a low vibration. It's not good for you. So in the recent past, we have the Moon. Crowning, we have Three of Swords. So pain, heartbreak. We're gonna dive into that Moon card though. Up next, justice, fairness, things balancing out. So there has been a huge shift, a huge awakening. How you view the situation, the Empress, divine. Oh my gosh, look at that. Y'all saw me shuffle. Wow. So we got Emperor, Empress right next to each other. To be a twin flame, or definitely looks like a strong soul connection. There's some darkness in the recent past, and we're going to dive into that. Something that's been going on for a while. There's a major awakening here. Things are going to balance out. We've got Sagittarius energy, Libra, Aries. Wow. Five of Voices, Five of Swords. This is evening out. That's in reverse. Five of Emotions and Three of Materials. So looks like cooperation. I want to see what's going on with this Moon. Again, balance, patience, balance. Six of Materials. Oh, I just got really cold. Cold. All right, let's dive in a little deeper. Tell me about this. The Moon card. Balance. Somebody's really looks like worked on balancing out some emotions. Maybe that has to do with not directing emotions in the wrong area. Like being able to look at things from a less emotional point of view, possibly. Level-headed, mentally secure, stable. Or, you know what I'm getting is only learning how to put direct energy and attention into areas that are worthy. So tell me about this Three of Voices. Somebody got shut out, left out. Three of Voices, that's pain, heartbreak, clarified by the Page of Emotions. This has that feel like, it's like, not saying this is healthy, but it's like such sadness, but then if you just hear from somebody or you get a text or something like that, it just shifts your whole mood. Okay, so if that's happening to an extreme, that's probably not a healthy attachment. So you might want to look into attachments and healthy, because that could be trying to heal like a past pain, right? When you rely totally on someone or something. Look at that, it's Three of Emotions. It often is like attached to when you're like your whole happiness depends on it, something like that. See that in the Materials? Tell me about this awakening. What's this awakening down in the that might be what you're healing from, or what your person's healing from. Even if it is a twin flame, we still have to, especially, you still have to learn those things. So awakening, King of, somebody's gained clarity. King of Voices, learning to be very direct and precise, and could be determination too, but I think there's just been a lot of hard work, healing work put into evening out, balancing out, not putting all, accepting or admitting that all your happiness you can't expect one thing or one person to fill your entire cup. And so you've got this cup of happiness, right? And this might be your person that's learning this, but your cup of happiness, you got to put drops in that cup from other things. So you've got these different pillars. You've got, family, you've got career, purpose, finances, health, you got to, and love, you got to have, you can't You can't ignore or neglect all the others and just expect one of these pillars, as example, love, to fill your cup. Okay? And something will go wrong in these other pillars here and there. It's not a perfect road. We have to learn and grow. And in order to grow, we have to have hardship sometimes, right? Or get uncomfortable to propel us, in order to drive us to make change and grow. We don't grow when we're comfortable. So when there'll be something going wrong off in some of these other pillars. But if you only have love, and when something goes wrong in love, then it's like devastating because it's not balanced. So make sure you're filling your cup from all these other places and not relying on one area, one pillar to carry the rest of it. So because things will go wrong in finance, it's normal. And what happens is we feel like, oh no, everything's wrong, because we don't have these other pillars nice and stable to hold up a foundation. So make sure you're balanced. You got to have something going on with work, with purpose, with family, to the best you can. You definitely, if you've got everything relying on one thing or one person, then when that one thing or one person has bumps in the road, everything does. There's always, there's always obstacles. Then it just is so devastating because so if you're feeling that, you're not alone. I almost feel like crying, you guys. Some of you guys are really feeling like it's you and there's something wrong with you. And I hope this is helpful, because what this really, really is you've got too much riding on one area. So there, take some steps towards other areas, and it's not an overnight thing. It takes time to build, but take some steps. Even those steps will release as much dopamine as completion. Sometimes we get more joy out of the progress or out of taking the steps. So go for a walk. If you're already on track with that, then go to the gym, lift some weights, do something. Exercise is a very good place to start. Stretching, even if you have to stretch. Okay. Another trick would be making your bed in the morning, just so you can feel that accomplishment, and then make sure you stop and you acknowledge it and you go, I made bed. Yay. First little task, you got to take little steps towards things. Little steps add up. So don't look at the big picture, but somebody might need to readjust and realize that they need to fill their cup from other areas. Look at those pentacles. Gosh, you guys, I'm seriously feel like crying. I hope this is life-changing for somebody. Please let me know if it helps you. But this is a major message. It does look like you have a return, but it also looks like you could set up for sadness again. And why? Because not one area is going to go smooth all the time. You got to have the other backup pillars going so that you can lean on that, and you can go, okay, I'm going to not focus on love life right this moment because that hurt my heart right now. So I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to focus on fitness, and I'm going to talk to people while I'm there, or I'm going to go for a walk, and I'm going to get sun on face. You guys, please get sun on your face every day, and please don't isolate. This is ending, whatever this ending is, it's a beginning, it's over. The ending is ending. There's a new development here, but you gotta put your time and energy into other, disperse it equally, okay? Because you do have enough pentacles. And you also, I think this is a big thing, is don't forget who you are. This is all very unexpected. This is better than what you want. What you want, some of you be hoping for just one person to make it all better. You are those people. You are the one that can make it better. You are the queen of materials, with, being resourceful, and putting it all on one thing or one person or one area is just going to bring sadness again. We don't want that. Okay, you guys, spread it out. You guys, I promise you, you're not, it's not, you are not alone, and you are not, there's not something wrong with you in feeling this way. It's just a tweaking of your outlook, okay? You guys made me cry. Yeah. Oh gosh. King and Queen of Materials. So this is the world. It's an all new beginning. It's a whole new beginning. A transformation, okay? King and Queen of Pentacles. So it looks like you do have somebody coming in stable, just in a solid relation, a solid connection. Twice we got Emperor, Empress. This is crazy, actually. We got cooperation, but we also need to make sure you don't fall into another habit or cycle of relying or putting too much of your happiness in one area. Spread that out, okay? And build each pillar. Take steps towards each pillar. You'll feel better. Make sure you're getting enough water. If you're drinking purified water, you might be missing out on trace minerals that are in the water, so you might need to look into drops, or a pinch of salt will help replace some of that. A pinch of, sea salt in glass. I would not put sea salt in water bottles. Think about someone or something you love. Feel that love and grow it as big as you can. This is your assignment. Then hold that love in your body. What does it feel like to you? I'm going to do this as soon as I hang up, as soon as I turn off the camera. Where do you feel it in your body? Notice the subtle nuances of love. The longer you hold the sensations of love in your body, the longer they stick around. Make sure you're doing some, meditative breathing and stuff. But this is just all about a love returning, but not for putting all your love in one area. Okay, not relying on, let's do Oracle. Whoops. Okay. It is safe to make the move you are considering. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. All right, you guys, you got to return, but you got to focus on all your other stuff too, okay? Love you guys. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon. Bye, Virgo.